They sent you a letter to come back home to play, but to your dismay, this isn't your day, for the happy fun time has begun to fade. Watch as we reanimate our corpses you abandoned or dismantled or mishandled, but we won't be skipped and swayed. Trapped within these walls, you let our souls to drip away. The ink decayed, the walls at bay, but a reckoning has come today. You say Morris has no guts cause you replace it with mechanical stream. We've been tortured but we move forward, this disorder kills your day. I am alive, immortalized. You're the creator, you traitor. Hey, there's no vaccine to cure a good in need. Oh, now you must build up a machine. You die tonight. Tonight, build up a machine. You die tonight. Tonight, build up a machine. You die tonight. So you found all the pieces to initiate the pain. Our venom stains, our knife remains, but the ending's always just the same, no gain. Nod your head to the beat of death as you draw your last eternal breath. Sensations of an invasion start to course right through your veins. You say we have no brains, we're just cartoons for your betrayal. To tell some tale by the boat and sail, but sure this inevitably unveils the fail. Splashes of eternal hate will flood the floor and clean your slate. Now we're the tools and you're the fool, our nightmare dominate. I am alive, immortalized. You're the creator, you traitor. Hey, there's no vaccine to cure a good in need. Oh, now you must build up a machine. You die tonight. I am alive, immortalized. You're the creator, you traitor. Hey, there's no vaccine to cure a good in need. Oh, now you must build up a machine. You die tonight. Machine, you die tonight. I'm aware, your soul is now divine. We cast in our toe, even broken chains. So don't toll with us like he did to our shining stars. So prepare for revenge over a whole new creature from the darkest side. You gotta take a say the way we feel, created as monsters that come to life. Come back to life. So you come to the end now, alive but dead inside. The heartbeat's loud, you've joined our crowd. We are but punished serpentines. Your life with him was fun, but now the terror's only just begun. Now come with me and you will see we're newborn cyanide. I am alive, immortalized. You're the creator, you traitor. Hey, there's no vaccine to cure a good in need. Oh, now you must build up a machine. You die tonight. I am alive, immortalized. You're the creator, you traitor. Hey, there's no vaccine to cure a good in need. Oh, now you must build up a machine. You die tonight. Tonight, build up a machine. You die tonight. They come tonight. Build up a machine. You die tonight. They sent you a letter to come back home to play, but to your dismay, this isn't your day, for the happy fun time has begun to fade. Watch as we reanimate our corpses you abandoned or dismantled or mishandled, but we won't be skipped and swayed. Trapped within these walls, you let our souls to drip away. The ink decayed, the walls at bay, but a reckoning has come today. You say Morris has no guts cause you replace it with mechanical stream. We've been tortured but we move forward, this disorder kills your day. I am alive, immortalized. pieces to initiate the pain. Our venom stains, our knife remains, but the ending's always just the same, no gain. Nod your head to the beat of death as you draw your last eternal breath. Sensations of an invasion send the course right through your veins. You say we have no brains, we're just cartoons for your betrayal. To tell some tale by the boat and sail, but sure this inevitably unveils the frail. Splashes of eternal hate will flood the floor and clean your slate. Now we're the tools and you're the fool. Our nightmare dominate. I am alive, immortalized. You're the creator, you traitor. Hey, there's no vaccine to cure that in need. For now you must build up our machine. You die tonight. I am alive, immortalized. You're the creator, you traitor. Hey, there's no vaccine to cure that in need. For now you must build up our machine. You die tonight. Tonight. Build up our machine. You die tonight. Tonight. Build up our machine. You die tonight. I'm aware your soul is now divine. We cast in our toe, even broken chains. So don't toy with us like he did to our shining stars. So prepare for revenge. You're a whole new creature from the darkest side. You gotta take a say the pain we feel, created as monsters that come to life. Come back to life. So you come to the end now, alive but dead inside. The heartbeat's loud, you've joined our crowd. We are but punished serpentines. Your life with him was fun, but now the terror's only just begun. Now come with me and you will see we're newborn cyanide. I am alive, immortalized. You're the creator, you traitor. Hey, there's no vaccine to cure that in need. For now you must build up our machine. You die tonight. I am alive, immortalized. You're the creator, you traitor. Hey, there's no vaccine to cure that in need. For now you must build up our machine. You die tonight. Tonight. Build up our machine. You die tonight. They come tonight. Build up our machine. You die tonight. They send you a letter to come back home to play, but to your dismay, this isn't your day. For the happy fun time has begun to fade. Watch as we reanimate our corpses you abandoned or dismantled or mishandled, but we won't be skipped and swayed. Trapped within these walls, you left our souls to drip away. The ink decayed, the walls at bay, but a reckoning has come today. You say Boris has no guts cause you replace it with mechanical stream. We've been tortured but we move forward. This disorder kills your day. I am alive, immortalized. You're the creator, you traitor. Hey, there's no vaccine to cure that in need. For now you must build up our machine. You die tonight. Tonight. Build up our machine. You die tonight. Tonight. Build up our machine. You die tonight. So you found all the pieces to initiate the pain. Our venom stains, our knife remains, but the ending's always just the same, no gain. Nod your head to the beat of death as you draw your last eternal breath. Sensations of an invasion send the course right through your veins. You say we have no brains, we're just cartoons for your betrayal. To tell some tale by the boat and sail, but sure this inevitably unveils the frail. Splashes of eternal hate will flood the floor and clean your slate. Now we're the tools and you're the fool. Our nightmare dominate.
Hello, interwebs, and welcome to another rendition of Late Night
Rambles. Today is our Halloween episode, so everything's all spooky. So here, let me make this screen look spooky. Just give me a sec. It's gonna be spooky. Boo! It's gonna be spooky now. You want to know what I did?
What did you do?
I turned off the background layers. So now it's just a landmass with background. So it's real Halloween.
Oh, wow. I think we should just have a black screen for the entire thing. And it's just, that's the perfect Halloween special, I think. So everyone just tunes in. They're just seeing a black screen. They're just like, why is this even a video? It's pointless.
Yeah.
Oh dear, I think that's great. That's genius. I don't know why we didn't think of that this entire time until like 5 seconds into the actual live stream. Oh dear.
So yeah, welcome to Late Night Rambles, where we ramble on all night. This is our Halloween episode since it's the last one we're doing in October. Is it the last one in October? I think it's the last one.
Yeah, I think so, because I think the next one's like it's like the start of November, isn't it? It's like literally the day after.
Yeah, so this is also the first episode that I'm doing on my second channel, the Toonie Turtle. So welcome to this channel. It exists. It is a thing.
Yeah, even I didn't know it exists. I'm so funny. Allegedly.
Allegedly. I'm allegedly his friend.
I'm allegedly his friend. Allegedly. I'm an innocent. Okay.
So now
we're debating whether or not it actually is going to be on this channel. Well, I think it's probably something like that. Or if whether or not we turn it into a podcast, it's really... We're not sure where exactly it'll go.
This is probably going to end up turning into a podcast, because I don't... The live streams are never on time, and you just kind of...
They're never on time. My mic never seems to properly work. Well, no, not my mic. My camera never seems to properly work because I don't know. The internet just seems so bad every time I'm working. We actually come to do it.
And then
either that or
is whenever we're live, there's not many viewers.
Oh yeah, true. But to be fair, we could probably get more views if I decided to upload to my channel, I think. But I don't know. I just
trying to say you're
well, to be fair, we probably wouldn't get that many more. Probably get like an extra 3 or 4, I think. I don't know. So yeah, my views aren't really... well, they're not well known for sticking around for the live stream. There's a few of them out there and stuff that are hardcore, but I think on average, I don't think they'd stick around for a live stream. It needs to be maybe a podcast if we got straight into it, but I don't know about a live stream. Be interesting. We've got a few things, I think, today.
Yes.
I didn't quite know how to segue out of that, so I'm just like moving it straight on to the next spot.
We have a nice long list of things on the schedule. So
totally, don't we?
Yeah.
I think this is the biggest list in the history of Late Night Rambles because we've just got so much to talk about. And to be fair, I've just realized. It's amazing. I think even one of those bullet points, we're not even sure how we could actually bring that into the actual show because we're just so amazing at this. We've
been doing this for a while. We're great at what we do.
Oh, I'm pretty certain about that. It's incredible.
All right. So, first off, Jamie recommends the part of the show where Jamie, the worst person inside of a mind, tells you what he thinks is great. The show.
Well, is that my theme tune? I like that. I think that should stay my theme tune now forever. It's gonna be my theme tune forever. Even on my channel, I'm just gonna open up like that. Even though you say Jamie's recommends, doesn't matter. I was like, it's gonna be all my theory videos now. I wanna recommend. Did I say I was only gonna suggest 2, but I might have a sneaky 3rd one in there for you, just to take you by surprise, Looney.
No.
Seriously, well, yeah, exactly. I think I'll get the first one out that I don't know much about, but I think people will like it if they haven't seen it yet. It's called not Can. I was about to say Candle Cove. No, it's called Channel Zero, and now for some reason the internet's not working. But it's called not Candle. Yeah, we pretend it is. Channel Zero is a TV show. I think it's on the Sci-Fi Channel, as far as I'm aware. There's 6 episodes for the first season, and then there's another 6, I think, for this second season that's just out. It's coming out every weekly, obviously, like the olden days, not like these days when everything's on Netflix and everything. It's doing it the old-fashioned way, where it's being released weekly. God.
So from what I understand,
behind the
Channel
times.
Zero is an American horror anthology television series created by Nick.
You're totally not reading the bio.
I'm totally not reading the Wikipedia.
No, don't be silly. That's ridiculous. It's based off of creepypastas, essentially, the series. And the first one, it did Candle Cove, and I think it has a few extra things in there, just for us all to take note of, for the bigger fans of the creepypastas and stuff like that. And I don't know what this season is doing, because I haven't even seen season 2 yet. I need to catch up on it. But that's a new creepypasta it's doing, and I think each series it does a different type of creepypasta and a few other references in there to other creepypastas and things around the internet. It's pretty cool. I'm really liking it. There's a giant tooth monster in there. You'll love it. Just go watch it. It's the best.
Okay, I'll go watch it. It's the best, from what I hear.
It is the best. It is the best. The next one I was actually going to suggest is it's a show. I need to find a way. I'm actually going to make a video on this, and I'm actually going to talk about one of the best episodes of it. This is called Inside a Number 9, or it might be called Inside Number 9. Basically, this is another anthology series. For anyone who doesn't know what an anthology series is, it's where every episode is different and doesn't relate to the previous episode. It's a different story every time. But they all have similarities because within the series. So in this case, every episode takes place in one room, and it's usually number 9. So it's like either it'll take place in apartment number 9 in a flat, or it'll be about a shoe that's a size 9, and there'll be it's just different things like that, or it'll be a house with number 9 on it, so it'll take place in just a house. And the best part is it's kind of reminds me of Black Mirror in that way. That's probably the closest show I can relate it to, except it's probably not as dark. And in my opinion, I think it's better than Black Mirror. And they're only 30 minutes long each episode. And one of the fun parts that I really like about this show, you better be listening, Looney. You better not be just being completely oblivious of this. You better, because this is the part that I think you'd like as well. The writers appear in every episode as different characters. It's really interesting. I like that.
It's really interesting.
It is. Well, the best part about this is it starts out as a comedy, so it almost tricks the viewers every episode into thinking that it's that it's just this fun little kind of British humour type of thing. But then at the very end, there's a twist that turns it into a straight up horror. It's brilliant. I love it. It's like one minute they could be just playing just a simple game of sardines or something, and people are just looking around this kind of hide and seek game, and then all of a sudden, a couple of jokes in there, but then out of nowhere there'll be just this giant twist, and it turns into incest. Not actual, you see it under, but it's like the story that they start talking about it. It's just it turns really dark towards the end. Very strange, and I find it's one of those that I think I almost find quite hilarious how they managed to do that. You know, that they start out as a comedy and then it just turns full on dark and spooky, and I really love it. And the music is great as well, because I actually the guy who writes the music wrote another creepy series a few years ago and his music that he makes is brilliant. I'll actually have to send you some of the music, because whether it's really spooky or really calm, I think it's just beautifully well done. I'll have to send you one of the music pieces he makes. Some of the stuff he does on the piano is brilliant, and it's one of those that, you know, when he makes it, it stands out. It's not like one of those, you know, that's just your stereotypical music that gets played in the background, it's almost forgotten about. No, it's recognizable. You know, like when Harry Potter makes it, when that theme tune plays, you instantly know where it's from. His music, when you hear his, you know exactly where it's from, because he makes it distinctive and stand out from everything else. And it's really good. So when he makes his music, you almost know it's from him. I'd have to get his name up. I can't believe I haven't remembered his name. But this show, I really need to recommend more, because especially in the UK, I mean the US, because I think if it actually went to Netflix or something like that, just like Black Mirror, I reckon it would blow up over in the US, because it is just such an entertaining show. The styles are really cool as well. There's one episode that no one even talks throughout the entire episode, and it's just all silence, almost like a Tom and Jerry kind of skit, because they're breaking into a house and trying to steal something, and it's just all silent, just with music, and it's brilliant. There's also another one where it's just all done on security cameras, and you can just see it from there, and all of it is just, I think it's really well done, and I can't recommend it anymore because it's just so good. I'm loving it. I think part of the reason why I'm loving it so much is because no one seems to know about it. So I'm like, oh my god, why does no one know about this? But, you know, I guess that's one of the things. But I'm hoping to make a video on it soon. Maybe I'll do like a clickbaity title, so people will actually click on it. So, because if I just title it Inside of Number 9, only fans are going to click on it. So I need to try and figure a way to actually get other people to click on it and see the show.
Inside a Number 9 kind of sounds like a parody of your channel. Inside
it does actually, doesn't it?
Number 9.
Yeah, I think it's called Inside Number 9. I don't think it's called Inside. I think I might have made that up. Just thinking about it. Yeah. But yeah, it is really good. But I think it is just hard to find in the US, and I think that's why it just hasn't taken off. But if it did, it'd make it onto Netflix or something like that. I think it would just take off, like, and it'd be just as big as American Horror Story or Black Mirror. I think it's a real shame. I really need to get looking into this, and it's really good. I've almost written a script ready to move on to that, so we'll soon see. You'll have to keep an eye out for it.
Yes, I believe you said you had a secret third thing.
Oh, I did, didn't I? Well, this one is actually for a theory, believe it or not, coming out this Friday, or I'm hoping to get it out this Friday. That's what I wanted to do, and I'm wanting to make this. It's called Televoid. It's from Brutal Moose, and I've actually made the video in the style of the Televoids videos, so it's kind of got me. Basically, the whole the series has 5 episodes so far, and it's in a playlist. And it's got a guy in a dark room, pretty much small dark room with a plant, a couch, and a TV. And he basically, you know, like the Nostalgia Critic where he reviews old movies and stuff and looks at them. It's very similar to that. It's very similar to that. He just kind of watches the TV, but it's old TV specials that he probably came across when he was a kid, and just decides to watch them back and review them, because they're usually outdated safety videos or stuff like that, but they're really goofy and quite interesting to watch. So he for the whole like 20 minutes of each episode, he's just kind of reviewing that specific show, and it seems like that's all it is. It's just like a guy there reviewing, making a few jokes similar to Nostalgia Critic, but as it gets towards the end of the episodes, you start to realize that there's something else going on in this show. As the very first episode ends with, this guy's called Ian. He sits there watching the TV and he says, "I'll see you in the next episode of Televoid. I'll be just here waiting," as the TV has lost signal. So he's kind of just flicking through to try and see if there's any more TV specials appearing on it. And the episode just ends there. But then in the second episode, it appears with him just still flicking through channels, and he's like, "Oh, you're back. Sorry, I just got a little excited there, but nothing's been on the channel since guys were gone." And then he literally flicks the channel once again, and a TV special appears on the screen, and he's like, "Oh, that's interesting. What are the chances of the TV actually working the second you guys show up?" So we start. That almost hints there that something's not quite right. And then as he reviews that show, more things start to come out, and you start to realize that something's not right, and that the TV only seems to work when an episode of Televoid is on, and in the meantime, he's almost just kind of sat in this dark room waiting around, and it starts to get darker and darker. And there's only 5 episodes now, but I believe there's going to be many more, and it's going to probably get darker and darker with each episode, as it's clearly doing right now. So I've made a theory on the first 5 episodes on what I think is going on, and I've done it in the style of his video, so I've kind of filmed in my garage, and I've kind of presented it like he's presented it. But I've done it on my iPad as well, as if I'm watching his stuff on my iPad. So yeah, that's my secret third one, Eric. Are you surprised? Are you surprised at all by? It's so secret. You just don't even know. You don't even
Very
how secretive that is.
Interesting. And then I guess I was supposed to come up with recommendations, but I didn't come up with one, so I'll just say Paranorman.
What?
Pretty good movie.
What?
Everyone is great.
Why have you not come? How dare you? You had all the time to come up with something, and you haven't come up with something. I just rambled for like 20 minutes straight, and you just couldn't think of anything.
Too, so
it is. I know, right? What are the chances?
Roll credits. We've name dropped.
Hilarious. It's great.
Yeah, Paranorman, pretty good movie. Great for the holidays. And The Prestige. I recommend that during this time of year.
The silence there was like.
Do you know about The Prestige? Have you ever watched that movie?
No, what's that about?
It's about magicians, and that's as far as I'll go. You should watch it. It's great. It's the best show ever. Well,
okay.
Not the best show ever, but I mean it's got an interesting plot. You should watch it.
Should I watch it? Oh.
Yes, it's about magicians and how they pull off their tricks, sometimes through stunt doubles, other times through sleight of hand, other times by killing a bird, an innocent little bird.
Innocent little birds?
Yeah.
Why would they want to kill a bird?
He's gone. Like, nobody will ever see me. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, you should watch that. It's pretty clever. And then I don't have a secret third one because I never said I had a secret third one. Do you think I had a secret third one? Weird.
What I've already said my secret third one. I kind of just ruined the surprise for you, so I don't know.
Okay. And then do we want to go over anything else, or hop into Bendy and the Ink Machine?
We could hop into Bendy and the Ink Machine, since that was the that seems to be the title of the show, doesn't it? No, hey.
Yes. Chapter 3 and more. Bendy and the Ink Machine. So
my words.
Huh?
Go on.
I guess I'll transition to the screen that everybody's been waiting for. This. So have the game on screen, and if you watch the stream, you can see that too. So
I couldn't I?
have not ever done a Let's Play of Bendy and the Ink Machine, but I've gotten this far. I'm in the middle of Chapter 3, which is the most recent. It was released last month, and blah, 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 blah. So I will be playing and helping do Aaron upon Bloody Aaron.
Ooh. Amazing.
So, right now I am, as the current objective tells me, searching the gearboxes on level K. So.
Oh god, you could be wandering around for ages.
Boris, why did you close the door on me?
Oh no,
Oh,
this is
walk
not
up
very
to this
good.
And it just closes on me. K. Level K.
The best part is I'm actually watching the stream, like, I think, what is it, like a few seconds behind, so I hear your reaction and I'm like, what? I don't know what's gonna happen. It's just like,
Yeah.
something's gonna happen.
Did you ever notice that on
Oh
the
my-
side of his mouth, it's like his mouth's open, but I realise now that they're just dimples. Anyways,
Oh. Well, you know, if you'd have actually done what I said yesterday and you got him the bone, he would have been carrying that bone.
oh,
I don't think it really makes any significance, but he would have been carrying that bone.
oh god. Okay, I was about to say, I think I just trapped myself.
Oh dear, you're still trapped on my screen. Oh, you got it. I think you got over it. Did you?
Yep, I'm out.
Oh no. Oh no, you're still stuck in there. This is great. Yeah, you spoiled it for me. I just.
Yeah, I'm spoiling it for Jamie, guys.
How dare you?
Oh,
It's
hi,
just
guy.
like.
God, there's two of them.
Oh, stop it! You're telling me all the secrets. I don't know what's happening yet. I'm just seeing you walking to. Oh, you just walked past the angel box. Remember, you'll need to go into one of them eventually. Oh, now I can see him. Oh, he's there. Oh, spoilers. Do you kill him or not? Who's there?
Yeah, I killed him. No,
Oh, cool. Add in the box.
Spoilers.
I love
hid
it.
the box.
Spoilers.
God,
I
what
hid in
are
a
these
box.
things? I don't understand their mechanicalness.
Well, to be fair, I don't either, but I assume it's to hide from... Thing is, when I've seen people do these Let's Plays, they've never really needed to use them. When things appeared, they've never really been close enough to hide in the boxes, so I don't know what it does exactly. I get... you know, if you're getting chased by this monster, I don't know if you actually if you go inside it, they won't see you go inside it, or if you have to hide in it when they're not there, or when they're just about to appear. I really don't understand. Oh, this giant Boris is there, but that's a little bit late.
Yeah, I'm gonna change some of my quality stuff because it's having trouble.
You're having trouble with what?
Just having trouble streaming while doing this.
Alright, okay. Yeah, we'll just change your quality down, like, to... I was gonna say, just change your quality really low. That's the best way to do it.
Yeah, but I want to see.
Always the best way. Have your quality at its lowest.
So where are the gearboxes?
Gearboxes. Oh god, trust me, I have no idea. I think the map is just too big. It really should... I saw someone else do this, and they were like running around for ages just looking for it. To be fair, you could be looking around for ages just trying to find it.
Oh,
It's gonna be so fun! Because the best part is, when you actually do it, you're then gonna have to go all the way back to be told to go searching again. That's gonna be the fun part.
for the bendy cutouts. Oh, there's a gear. It sparkled. That's how I knew it was important.
Oh, remember yesterday you were actually trying to play the first chapter because you thought you couldn't play, you thought you couldn't play chapter 3 until you played the other two. You were looking for the gear piece for, like, God knows how long. For about half an hour? An hour? It was a very long
Through the
time.
door to the downstairs ways.
Oh, it's incredible. I've only just got to the door. It's amazing. You're going downstairs now, apparently, according to me. Ooh.
Hold on, I hear something.
Oh no, you're gonna die. It's quite simple.
No, I'm just in. I'm not close enough.
Dude.
Yeah,
He is, isn't he? Oh no, you spoiled it for me.
yeah, spoilers. He kills me.
Oh.
I didn't.
Oh god, I could actually just see everything appearing. You didn't. You said you heard something, so. Oh, you spawned though somewhere. I don't know where.
Yeah,
I think when you've collected
ready to go.
Yeah, I think when you've collected all the cog pieces, well, I think when you've collected one, you should be able to keep them. I think. So I don't think you lose any. So I think you're all good. You just... How many did it say you needed to collect?
I don't know.
Oh, that's
It
great.
just says, take the wrench. Tip, search gearboxes on level K. Oh, so they're
Where's the
not
link
all
to your...
there. They're not all on level K.
Oh dear, oh dearie, dearie me.
Oh no, I'm just gonna be playing. Wait.
Oh no,
Say
it's...
the voice. Like last night we
You were
played-
close. That was close. Last night, guys, we actually had a character that we made that would be almost like a parody of Let's Players, just like overreacting to everything. So we were thinking of having just a guy. Oh, Lucas Lawrence. That was his name.
Yes, Lucas.
Lucas Lawrence.
Oh, I'm just gonna be playing some games here. Nah, that's too shaky.
That's too high pitch. I think. I think it was a little bit. It was on the right lines. I can't remember how exactly, but you have it recorded somewhere, so that's the good thing. We can bring him back at some point, somewhere around there.
Yep.
Oh dear, oh dearie me. Oh, it's all squeaky,
How?
all squeaking stuff.
I've been here before.
You've been here before. Oh my goodness.
They squeak.
Oh dear,
Okay.
what fun.
I have to find an annoying little gear.
Where's the link to your Discord? Oh, someone was actually asking that. Is that Looney's Discord? Because if it is, I can get you the link and I'll send you it. Because I have. Oh, actually, I assume that must be the Looney. I can get that for you.
These things are really annoying. I just need
Yeah, I think there's a. I don't fancy playing this myself, the third chapter, just because there's more monsters to kill, and it's not as entertaining. I don't think that is. I really prefer the previous two, where there wasn't as much attacking, where you didn't have to fight as many monsters. You could just walk around, and it was the creepy atmosphere that was spooky. But when you see the monsters over and over again, it almost kind of defeats the object of the eerie atmosphere, because you see them multiple times, so it's just not as scary.
Yeah.
It's like Angel Alice as well. The second you see her, the animation isn't the best. I mean, the effects aren't the best, so she doesn't look great.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like everything else looks brilliant though. But then when you see her, it's like, oh, that's not.
That's no good.
Could have been done. It's not the best. There's a reason why we only listen to the tapes rather than seeing the characters. Yeah, I think the hype went too much up for this chapter. It was a shame. Oh, Looney Turtles Discord. Right, okay, I will get you
My heart rate's
the
racing
link.
in the character.
Is it? Oh, right, okay. Not you then. You don't get scared, do you?
Of course not.
No. You ain't afraid of no ghosts.
I ain't afraid. I
Effing
ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Oh! Oh!
Oh no!
Oh, who put that there?
Oh. Hold on. I've got to listen to it. It's gonna bother me for the rest of the night. What does the character sound like?
It's gonna be really. It's like, oh, it's not great.
Computer.
Location settings? Oh no, that's not right.
desktop. I'm looking for it. I gotta hear it. I've gotta hear his voice.
I've gotta hear his voice. Wait, I don't.
Oh, okay, so pretty much is that just?
Oh, is it?
Play some
Oh.
games and
But then you have the multiple personality to praise the Lord. Oh. I love that we made him religious, but not quite. Notification said,
The Lord.
I can't.
You know the Lord,
Oh.
right? Good
You
old
know the
Lucifer.
Lord. You could hold it. That's not the Lord, Lucas.
He's my lord.
Okay, that's creepy. Let's pretend that didn't happen.
Yeah.
The Lord.
I don't want to work here anymore. He will
Oh, okay.
set us free.
Live chat. I'm going to put your Discord in the chat because people are asking for it. Oh, it was removed. You link spam you.
Okay.
And spam the links.
Yeah, well, I
That's
guess
just
if it says so.
It says my link was removed. So
hate
I can't give the link.
I hate how running is useless in this game.
Running. Oh. Yeah,
You
it's
try
not
to run,
this,
it
is it?
takes ages. Like it's just about the same as. Ah, there was something on this table. It's gone now.
Oh, that's
Not creepy.
that's nice.
I wonder if I
Yeah,
go
time
back, if
to
it'll be back there.
maybe, or maybe you should kind of be worried about it. Is that? Oh no, I forgot what it was you were even looking for. It's amazing, so good.
Yeah, it's something. Ooga booga.
It's someone.
I think I'm gonna quit soon and just like we'll go through some of the
Some of the theories. Yeah, it doesn't look the best, does it? Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, and I'm not finding any gears.
I know, it's not looking good. It's too good for you. It's kind of scary, spookies.
Yeah.
That was message restricted.
It just doesn't want you sharing my Discord. It's probably because it's you.
It's not good. Yeah, it's seriously, it just does not like me. YouTube doesn't like me anymore. You do great, dude. Just saying. I'm here for moral support. I'm always here. Oh dear. Get your adrenaline pumping to find these. Bloody hell! This place is so huge. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, the other room's like not very big. This fucking huge.
It's crazy, actually. This is insane. I actually can't believe it. It's like,
Yeah.
oh wow.
Where's the elevator? Go away. They're more of a nuisance than a.
Yeah, they're not scary either. They're just frustrating more than oh. You're just like you're trying to look for something and they're just like appearing and it's like oh piss off.
Mm-hmm.
Go. Although you probably wouldn't say piss off. I would since I'm British, but you probably wouldn't say something. Where are we going?
Go away.
Ah dear. So fun.
I mean, if that's your fun, I mean,
It's amazing. I don't know what you're talking about. I think it's the best thing ever. Oh my goodness. Attack.
gotta get overtime for this. It's actually gotten to that point. Like, that appeared, and I just smack it. It's gone. There are more than they are making threats.
She's like, I don't even care anymore. Squeaky chair.
Hi, Boris. You're my best friend.
So it's like, yeah. What? Was that there before, guys?
I was there before, wasn't it? I could have sworn. So it tells me to check the toolboxes.
Is that like a hint that I gave you? That's great.
Search gearboxes on level K. So I'm on level K. And I need gearboxes. Oh, I didn't see you there. Where are the gearboxes?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah, so it's official, guys. I am the worst Let's Player.
Yeah, I think so. It's not looking too good.
Yeah, this episode of Late Night Rambles, it's definitely a lot of rambling. I'll give it that.
Certainly, I don't. To be fair, what else can we do? It's all doomed. We can't find anything. Okay, someone said they can barely hear you.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe have I been going away from my mic? That could totally be a thing.
I don't know. I could hear you fine, but I can't hear the gameplay, so you might be drowned out by that.
Check out the gearboxes. Well, I found a gearbox. Now it's time for the next thing. Search gearboxes on level. Okay, well, where are they?
Okay, turn back around and turn back around where that other switch is, and look in the box.
What other switch?
There. That was. Actually, that wasn't too long ago, so you might have been telling you off there. Although I wasn't paying attention to your screen because
I got
not that I was.
so that I don't have to redo this. Go away.
It's incredible. It's amazing.
The best game ever, guys. Okay.
Ooh, it's spoopy. Very spoopy. I just thought I'd.
Hi, Bendy. Buddy, pal, amigo.
Amigo?
So Alice was just one short.
Alice was one short.
Oh, they closed the demon.
Yeah, because you chose Alice.
The freaking map?
Yeah, it looks like it. But you can't go in demon.
Even further.
There's
I don't know what's
only certain. Oh yeah, Jacksepticeye.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Is this? Yeah, this is where he's.
Even I can hear that.
Probably have to melt it all down to be rid of it all. And then I'll go down in this dark alley. Which won't let me.
Hi.
So why did she break out of here and run this way? Cause that's how she had to have run.
Must have been. I don't think there's any that logic to it, to be honest.
Yeah. Still check the gearbox.
They're still saying I can barely hear you in there.
Oh, well, I haven't changed my sound yet.
You know what? I'm just gonna have a quick listen to the stream to see if I can hear you.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you are like way quieter than me.
Okay, then I'll just. How about now? I haven't changed my volume. I've changed yours.
I'll give it a listen. I'm just testing it.
My goodness.
Test. You speak. You say something because I need to hear it on the stream.
Hello. Where is he? Oh, there he is.
You still are a little bit quieter.
Okay. Just give me a sec. I gotta hide from the demon.
Okay, you do that. Good luck with it.
Where is he?
I don't know. I can't see on the screen.
Oh god, I'm running. He saw me.
Run!
I'm gonna die, guys. I'm gonna die.
Yeah, I think we all know that. You're supposed to hide in the boxes, though.
I don't know where the box is.
Look for a box already and hide in it.
I thought there was one at the end of this hallway.
Oh, you're probably gonna die then.
I did.
Oh, wow. Oh, very bad.
Are there any other boxes
here? I have no idea.
Well, I think I'm done with this. Boris, get your lazy butt up here. Here I am searching for things, and you're staying in the elevator like a useless.
Boris. Ah.
9/11.
He really should try and help out.
He really should.
Yeah, I know, right? He really needs to help out. I thought he was going to like help us out rather than just stand there. It's like for the entire. I would have preferred rather than us having to run around and actually do a bunch of crap that's kind of pointless to the game. It'd have been nice to have him just exploring with us.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the first part where we were walking around and then you see all the Boris's, you know, with their hearts exploded and stuff like that or whatever. Their chests burst out. And he's looking around and looking kind of sad, you know. Or the beginning part where you're feeding Boris. Oh, that's quite cool. But then the second it goes to this, it's like, ugh, you're just wandering everywhere. It's really disappointing.
Yeah.
Go back to floor K, and where the bending statue is, there's a box, and then if you go down all the way across that, in turn there is another box.
Let's take this in stride. What's the first thing you said? What the heck is going on with my...
K.
You're quieter in my headset, so I think somehow you're quieter on the... I'm not going to even try to figure this out. Fraggin'. Oh well, I'll just go with this. So go back to K.
Go to floor K.
Okay, back to floor K. Where is it? Where is it?
Yeah. Well, that'd be in the elevator, wouldn't it? I assume, or unless if you have to. And then where the bending statue is. Bendy, I assume they're meant to stay.
Okay. Oh, okay. There's a box. Okay.
Yeah, there's a box. And then if you go down all the way across, I assume that's, yeah, all the way down across.
Hold on.
I don't know what that means. That in turn, there is a box.
Sorry for that interruption. I should have changed it to the 1 moment screen sooner. My brother walked in. He's just telling me where I'm going to be tomorrow. Anyways, here we get back to Bendy and the Ink Machine. Resume. Jamie, are you there?
Yeah, I think a lot of people.
Okay. Yeah. So now I walk down here. All the way to the end. Or with the statue. Oh, there we are. So that one's empty. Are there any others that I've missed? Jamie's quiet. Goody. Okay. Oh, I found them all. Oh yeah, I'll try not to die on my way back.
That's not trying not to die. I don't think it's the best.
Yeah, it's no fun. Oh, come on. I need to hurry.
Oh no.
Let's go to P.
Have you got a place to hide?
He was right there. I closed the gate on the elevator so I can just go.
I just saw.
What level is she on?
I have no idea. Maybe someone can comment.
Why did
They're
you
still
close
there.
this? Don't do that to me. Oh, okay. Door. What level is... I think maybe P? No, 9? Yep, it's 9. What are you up to now, Jamie?
I'm kind of watching you, but I guess I'm hearing you on here, like, I think 10 seconds in front. I'm also watching the Let's Play at the same time, so it's kind of getting an idea of what's going on. But yeah, not much seems to be happening.
Now I can't hear Jamie. I think your name is... A plunger.
Oh, that was a while ago.
Collect 5 valve cores.
Why
Tip,
don't we
solve
just
the
have a
ink
look at
tubes.
the dialogue rather than look?
Huh?
Maybe we should have a look at the dialogue and make some ideas, because I think you're just going to be wandering around in circles otherwise.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay. So, back to this. Okay. I don't understand why you're quieter now. Like, the audio balance keeps changing.
Am I still quieter, though? I don't even know if
I don't even know. Okay, so...
Are you on the stream right now? As in, do you have it open?
Yeah. Now I can't hear Jamie, I
okay.
think your name is.
Yeah, I think that might have been because I wasn't talking, because they commented that while I wasn't talking, so.
Okay. Wiki. Cool. Bendy and the Ink Machine. Whoa, Bendy and the Ink Machine. Alright, so let's go to Henry. Let's learn more about Henry. No, he's the character that we play as. Screw him. Joey Drew.
We don't care about him. Joey Drew. He actually has one of the. He's in one of the tapes for Chapter 3, which is the first time we actually hear him. Which I found quite
Oh, so he
interesting.
now has a voice.
He now has a voice to the name. Yeah, we put a voice to the name, but not to the face. Interesting. What did he look like? He sounds like a guy with a really big beard.
Yes, yes.
I'd expect him to have a big beard.
Yeah. Okay. Chapter 3, Rise to Fall. Joey's once again mentioned, but by yet another, yet more of the workers in the studios. John Flynn of. But where is his dialogue? How do I get to these tapes? Do they have the tape recordings? Why,
Yeah,
with
so-
enough belief, you can even cheat death itself.
Eric.
What?
You, did you say that you had the thing open, the stream open? Yeah.
Yeah.
That means that there's no one watching. Oh wait, no, there is. There's 4 now. But a second earlier, because it said 2. That means that it would have been you and me. Oh dear.
Chapters. If I can find a compilation of all the recordings, like when people are talking. The Meatly. Is there actually a Meatly in this game?
There is. It's in a few Easter eggs. It's interesting.
Why is it there? What is it doing? It's just there.
It's hidden. So it's not. Oh, yawning! Go! Stop yawning. It's in the. It's actually hidden through almost. It's not exactly a glitch, but you can walk through a wall at one point, and it's just kind of there. Staring at you. I think it happens twice. It happens in the first chapter and the second chapter. I think there's like a wall next to Boris, you know, in the first chapter where he's got his chest burst out. And if you like walk next to it, I think after you've collected all the cog pieces, or all the pieces to make the machine work, you can walk through the wall, and there's just like a police stud.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got a letter from Joey.
Go on.
We've got a letter from Joey Drew. I might as well. Hold on, I'm gonna make this work. Add display capture. I'm doing the thing, Jamie. I'm doing the thing.
You're doing the thing.
Yes, the thing. Alt.
I don't know what that is.
Well, I'm making it so that they can see what I'm looking at. And you can also, because you're looking at the stream, which, you know, that's the thing.
That's the thing. That's the thing. I like that. Let's see what we're looking at. Looking.
Transition. Cool. So, dear Henry, it seems like a lifetime since we worked on cartoons together. 30 years really slips away, doesn't it? If you're back in town, come visit the old workshop. There's something I need to show you. Your best pal, Joey Drew. And then I guess this is his question mark. And then the illusion of living. Dear friend, if you're back in town, come visit Hot Topic. There's something I need to show you. Your pal. What is that one? Joey's letter used for Hot Topic's announcement. Okay. Guess that's a thing. Oh, here's Joey Drew's message. There's nothing wrong with dreaming. Wishing for the impossible is just human nature. That's how I got scared. No, that's how I got started, not scared. Just a pencil and a dream. We all want everything without even having to lift a finger. They say you just have to believe. Believe you can make... Believe you can... Believe... Belief can make you succeed. Belief can make you rich. Belief can make you powerful. Why, enough belief, you can even cheat death itself. Now that is a beautiful and positively silly thought.
Exactly. Spooky moment because he's wanting to cheat death.
Yes. And he believes that life is an illusion. Everything's a hologram. Bye, gold. Bye.
Bye, gold, bye.
Yeah, so what can we deduce based on Henry's lovely messages here?
Well, the best that I can actually, come up with is assuming that he wanted immortality, Joey Drew, and that's probably why he ended up turning to the black magic and ended up bringing Bendy and stuff to potentially.
Potentially, yes.
And I did come to the idea that maybe Alice and Bendy are actually after this guy to become whole again, but possibly not, since we actually met her in that room where she smashes through, so she could have easily killed us there, but she obviously did this. But it's just strange that Joey Drew asked us to come over to him, to come over to his workplace to see something, because he doesn't specifically say what he wants to show us. So that's I believe it was a trap. And they needed Henry for something, or at least Joey Drew did.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why.
It seems like all of...
got there...
Oh, go ahead.
No, go on.
It seems like all of the characters in this game end up becoming one of the cartoons. Like, Bendy is kind of seems like he's Joey Drew. Angel is either the... Actually, whose voice is... Who ends up becoming the voice actor for Angel?
Susie Campbell.
Okay, so she became
Susie
Angel,
Campbell, yeah.
and I'd assume that something happened to the other voice actor for Angel.
Potentially, she might have even killed her. I don't know,
Maybe.
but I don't think everyone became a character because there's only 3 characters and there's like 6 staff members according to the.
Actually, according to the Wikia, your better resource than a Wikipedia. There is Bendy, Boris the Wolf, a Boris clone, Alice Angel, Skeleton, and Butcher Gang.
A Boris clone? That doesn't mean that that's not a character.
No, it's the first Boris we see.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that that's not a character in the cartoon, is it?
No,
So
there's just tons of Boris clones. Okay, it was talking about this. Who's
Hmm.
that guy that like catches us in the 2nd chapter? I think it is.
Catches us.
Like he has us in a room. He walks away, and then we escape. Something like that.
That's the music guy. Where he's wearing the Bendy mask. He's covered in ink. I believe that's what happened to the cast and the crew. He created the music. I think I've forgotten his name. Something Lawrence, maybe, or something like that.
Okay, characters, humans, Lawrence. Sammy Lawrence.
Yeah, there you go. That's him. He's the musical director, and he clearly turned into some kind of ink monster that worshipped Bendy and wanted to feed us to him. But instead, he got absorbed by Bendy instead. So, yeah. Something clearly happened to the crew. I believe Joey Drew is Bendy, and I believe Susie Campbell is Angel Alice.
Yeah.
So both of them, I believe, came the characters. Some people have theorized that Boris became Wally Franks, but I think the fact that there are multiple, not became Wally Franks, that Wally Franks became Boris. The guy with the catchphrase. But because there's multiple Borises in this one, it's probably not the case.
Okay. Now, right here, we've got another character, Wally Franks. Let's read some of his lines. At this point, I don't know what Joey's plan is for the company. The animations sure weren't being finished on time anymore, and I certainly don't see why we need this machine. It's noisy, it's messy, and who needs that much ink anyways? Also, get this, Joey had each one of us donate something to our workstation. We put them on these little pedestals in the break room. To help appease the gods, Joey says, keeps things going. I think he's lost his mind, but hey, he writes the checks. But I tell you what, one more of these pipes burst, I'm out of here. They are really trying to push that catchphrase.
They really are, aren't they? It's every single time he speaks. He
Yeah.
speaks in every chapter as well. I think he's the only character to speak in every chapter.
Yeah.
So he must be some big importance.
So I go to get my dustpan from the hall closet and the other day, and guess what? I can't find my stupid keys. It's like they disappeared into thin air or something. All that I can think of is that they must have fallen into one of the garbage cans as I was making the rounds last week. I just hope nobody tells Sammy, because if he finds out I lost keys again, I'm out of here.
I'm out of here.
God, I
He says
hate
it
that
at the end of
catchphrase.
everyone. It's an awful catchphrase.
Why is... I don't think it's a catchphrase. Like, I feel like there's some significance to him saying, I'm out of here, I'm out of here, I'm out of here. Like, maybe a character's gonna come
Probably.
in later and they're gonna say something like that. I don't know.
I'm in here.
Yeah.
That's his replacement.
I don't get it. Everyone's walking around here like a grandma just died. Nothing but angry faces everywhere. These people gotta lighten up. I mean, hello, you make cartoons. Your job is to make people laugh. I'm telling you, if these people don't start cracking a smile every now and then, I'm out of here. Seriously, way too repetitive.
I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
Yeah, so that's Wally Franks. He's in every chapter. Annoying. Let's see. Susie Campbell. She's got 2. Everything feels like it's coming apart. When I walked into the recording booth today, Sammy was there with that Allison. Apparently, I didn't get the memo. Alice Angel will now be voiced by Miss Allison Pendell. A part of me died when she said that. There's got to be a way to fix this. Who would have thought? Me having lunch with Joey Drew. Apparently, times are tougher than I thought. For a moment there, I thought I'd be stuck with the check. But I gotta say, he's all what I expected. Quite the charmer. He called me Alice. I liked it. Okay, so she was the original voice. I guess these are out of sequence, so this one was first and then this one was second.
Mm-hmm.
And then what other humans do we have? Norman Polk.
Poke.
Every day the same. Every day the some strange thing happens.
The same strange thing.
The same. I'm losing it. The same strange things happen. I'll be up there in my booth. The band will be singing, and suddenly Sammy Lawrence just comes marching in and shuts the whole thing down. Tell us all to wait in the hall. Then I hear him. He starts up my projector, and he dashes from the projector booth and down to the recording studio like the little devil himself was chasing behind. A few seconds later, the projector turns off, but Sammy, he doesn't come out for a long time. This man is weird, crazy weird. I have half a mind to talk to Mr. Drew about all this, but then again, I have to admit, Mr. Drew has his own peculiarities.
Peculiarities.
Why would you? In the game, if we go up and down and up and down and up and down, the bendy stands appear, don't they? So maybe that has something to do with it? No, I'm not looking for trouble. It's just the nature of the projectionist to seek out the dark places. You see, I've learned the ins and outs of the studio. I know how to avoid being bothered by the likes of this company. That projectionist, they always say creeping around, he's just looking for trouble. Well, trouble or not, I sees everything. They don't even know what I'm watching, even when I'm right behind him. Okay, so he's a creepy guy. We saw him in chapter 3.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
Did we?
Yeah, briefly. I assume it's him. It's a character with a projection head.
You mean yeah. I thought you meant the actual tape.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw him. Yeah, so he's the one with the projection head, and Sammy Lawrence was the one with the bendy face, cardboard cutout.
Yeah. All right, now Sammy Lawrence, speak of the devil. Every artistic person needs a sanctuary. Joey Drew and his has his, and I have mine. To enter, you need only know my favorite song. The violin shudders with a piercing voice. The banjo playfully plucks. The banjo once again strums its melody. The violin screams again. Sing my song, and my sanctuary will be open for you. And is this like a way to progress the game? You have to do this?
No. Oh, I think so, yeah. It's like a hint. I think you have to play a certain... It changes, I think, multiple times.
Okay. Every artistic person needs a sanctuary. Joey Drew has his, and I have mine. That's Sammy's third speech. Randomized. Huh. Alright, and that's Sammy. He has only been in there once. Now Thomas. He's only got one.
Is he the new... I think he's the...
The blasted elevators, sometimes they open, sometimes they don't, sometimes they come, sometimes they keep on going to hell and back. That guy complaining. So he's a technician. And then Allison.
We need Sean as well. Is there a Sean?
Nothing on Allison?
Allison's the one that's been replaced, isn't she? You know, from Susie Campbell. So we haven't heard out from her yet.
Okay, and then Sean. I don't be seeing what the big deal is. So what if I went and painted some crooked smile, those bendy dolls with a crooked smile. So here is Jacksepticeye's character.
Just a bit.
That's sure no reason for Mr. Drew to be flying off the handle at me, and if he really wants to be so helpful, he can just be telling me what I'm to be doing with his warehouse. I got full of that angel, whatchamacallit. Not a scrap of that mess be a-selling. Probably have to melt them down and be rid of them all. So I guess they... So, do you think that recasting Alice was a political move? Like a move to try and make the character more likable? Or was it to, or was it just like in production they eventually decided not to have Alice voiced by a certain person?
I just thought it would be more of just they just found a better person, so they were gonna replace her. But I can see because I thought it would be like that part with where they chose Alice, so they chose Susie Campbell because Joey Drew liked her, but then he found someone else. You know, as in they fell in love. But then I think he found a new girlfriend, and then that's why she became Angel Alice instead. Because that's kind of how Hollywood seems to work, in it, where they fall in love with someone and give them a part, and then they find someone else and then replace them.
Yeah.
So I kind of just figured that that's the way the route they would be taking, since this is more of like a Hollywood production kind of thing.
Okay. Monsters, Bendy and Alice. Searchers, swollen
Yeah.
searchers. Sammy, the projectionist, Piper, Fisher, and Stryker. Okay, here's Bendy. Good old Bendy. Good old Alice. I guess she's incomplete. A searcher is just that thing. Swollen searcher because they're swole. Sammy Lawrence and the projectionist. Ooh, this one was creepy.
Yeah. Notice how he looks very similar to the skeleton. Those people where they just have the torso.
Yeah. Here's the Piper. Interesting model.
That's pretty cool.
I think this is what happened to that guy that was working on the elevators. Because it kind of just seems like the right character to be this.
He's clearly an engineer because he has like the few tools and stuff. I don't know what's on his other hand though.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And then there's this one, Fisher. It says liar. So he's a liar.
What on earth? He's a liar. Oh.
And then Stryker.
Huh.
These are really
so
interesting designs, but I don't. It's like they're sitting there asking, just shouting out, "Ask me what it means! Ask me what it means!" Oh!
I don't even think it is. I just think they're characters designed to be monsters. I don't think they have anything to do with the staff.
I think it is something to do with the staff. Because
I don't think so.
why would
I think like the projector and stuff, yes, because they're like tall and slim. Notice how Sammy Lawrence and the projector guy are both really tall. These are like midget people, just like the black ink monsters. So I think they're just
but they're
extra
more
monsters.
defined than the ink creatures.
But even then, that doesn't really.
And
make
again,
them,
like it seems
I
like
mean,
there's
they're gonna
some meta commentary here about the character that was turned into this monstrosity.
I disagree. I don't really think there is, to be honest. I think that they just look like cool design choices that they decided to be artistic about and explain certain things.
Okay.
Because in their multiple ones, like him, in their multiple of him, there's more than one.
Yeah. I
Because
think,
if they were
given
all
that this
one
factory is
alone-
empty of anything but the ink creatures, I feel like there's an explanation of what happened to all of the other employees. They were turned into ink creatures.
Oh, I think there is, but I don't think we've seen them yet because we've only seen two of the employees so far. The film guy and and Sammy Lawrence.
Yeah, but we've seen 3 variations of more defined inked blobs. Like, these aren't generic.
Yeah, but
Okay,
they're
they
not.
are,
They're
but they
nothing
aren't.
like. I was gonna say they're also clones of each other. You haven't seen multiple Sammy Lawrences. You haven't seen multiple projector guys, but you've seen multiple of these people, just like the ink creatures, which leads me to believe they are designed creatures that just kind of came out of the ink machine. That
Alright.
became kind of just monsters to do their bidding, or at least that's what seems to be going that way.
Yeah.
Could be living employees. We don't know yet. Yeah, we don't. You're right.
So here I can see the formation of her big black eye, but it's not
Um,
quite there yet. How is ripping out the hearts of other creatures gonna get her to look whole?
I have no idea. Maybe she thinks she'll be like pure of heart or something if she does. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, it's weird. So overall, do we have any theories on what is going on in this game?
I feel the only theory I've come close to is that Joey Drew wanted to be immortal, and he tried to bring his characters to life by doing so, and tried to live through his characters, through as Bendy, but it probably work out as well as he'd intended, and it kind of backfired.
Yeah.
Potentially the reason why it backfired is probably because of Susie Campbell, because she was getting replaced. So it's more like they were working on things together. Joey Drew was doing the whole, because even he says somewhere in one of the tape recordings that it's to appease the gods,
Mm-hmm.
certain things. So I think he's very religious, and I think he was going down the route of wanting to become immortal, and this ink machine was going to do that. And potentially he was working with Susie Campbell to do that. They had a falling out, or maybe something like that. Or maybe Joey Drew fell in love with someone else and decided to replace Susie Campbell with this new girl, Alice, or Allison or something. So Susie decided to screw up the machine, and it ended up backfiring on both of them,
Yeah.
and that's the situation they're in. So maybe Bendy now needs Henry, and that's why Bendy is Joey, is my theory. So maybe he needs to actually get, in some kind of way, he needs Henry for something, and that's why he invited him round. Because I am fully convinced that the reason they needed Henry to come round was a trap. And that's why they brought him round. Because it's like, I have something to show you, but doesn't clarify what it is. So I
Mm-hmm.
believe that it is some kind of trap that they organized, and I believe that the best that I can come up with is that Susie Campbell caused this through jealousy, and it didn't turn out the way Joey Drew had planned. He was planning immortality, but it screwed up along the way. That is my theory or hypothesis of this potential thing. Still got
Yeah.
2 chapters left to go, so it honestly could go anywhere.
Yeah, and here's a thing that I'm wondering. It seems that there are a load of perfect Borises, like tons of them. We
There
saw
isn't,
a
because
lot of
towards
them.
the end of the episode, Alice actually says, "I want your Boris. He's perfect." So the others must have been imperfect.
Yeah, I'm curious of why there are so many Borises. Like, how is that a thing?
Clearly, they must have had to use so many of them to make her beautiful, but I don't know why specifically Boris.
Yeah.
Why that character in particular? Why was he needed to make Angel Alice?
Yeah, and that's just something we'll have to find out in the next exciting chapter of Bendy and the Ink Machine.
That won't even arrive until February next year or something like that.
Oh my goodness.
It's gonna
They
be so
take
fun.
forever to make a hunt, like a what would you call it? A treasure hunt, like a repetitive treasure hunt.
I guess so. Yeah, it'd be something like that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it was a huge map. I'll give them that, but God, it's a treasure hunt. Find
It
this.
yeah.
Cool, welcome back. Now find this. Welcome back to
It
the
was
hub.
just
Find
over and
this.
over again.
I mean, it's kind of
Oh,
like...
it was.
It reminds me of Legend of Zelda, like when Ego Raptor made a video about Legend of Zelda, like, you give me this world to explore. Here's your map. Go to Fun Mountain, this place, and this place. Guess Goofy's weight, win a prize. Like, it's less a fun experience of exploring the world of Bendy and the Ink Machine, and more just a time at Disneyland with a fun map that has already been predetermined for you. Like,
Exactly.
I want to explore the story. Let me explore. Don't force me to go left, right, up, and down.
If they'd have kept it like the start, where we're just actually exploring with Boris, if they'd have kept that for the full thing, I'd have been satisfied. But then they turned it into just kind of some rather annoying game where there's all these ink creatures just chasing you 24/7, and while also trying to find the impossible tasks. Well, no, not impossible tasks, but just frustrating because you don't know where they are.
Yeah. Like,
so yeah, it's a bit of a disappointment, I guess, this episode, because we're expecting more of what we were getting for chapter 2. But I think because people said, "Oh, can you make them longer because the chapters are too short?" They have made them longer, but not exactly the way we were asking them to. They've just kind of made a map and then told you, and then like made multiple tasks in that same map. So you're kind of doing the same thing over and over.
They have to be done in sequence also, because you can't get the gears first and then move on. You have to like do this, then this, then this, then this.
It's a bit of a disappointment.
Yeah.
Maybe Boris is just... You gotta remember, it's only 6 guys. Yeah, but that doesn't make a difference. You can still make a long map. It can take a little longer to make it. But just because there's only 6 guys, that doesn't mean, that it's okay to actually just...
Oh, actually, if you want to make a complaint... a rebuttal saying, oh, but this many people are working on the game. Scott fucking Cawthon. How many Five Nights at Freddy's games has he made? And how much... how many 3D models did he have to make? How much detail did he put into these games? In how long of a period of time? You can do it with a 6-person team.
Even then, even if they needed to extend it, the time, the fans are going to be waiting for it for when it arrives as well. So there's no...
Yeah, they have the hype already.
People are gonna, yeah, exactly. The hype is there, so they don't need to worry about about this. I think they've got this sorted. They just needed, I think, just to extend the map a few more. Rather than having to explore these areas to get the same thing, or they take the big map that they had and then split it up, because the amount of stuff you could explore in that map. You could have, extended it into different areas rather than just putting it all into the same place, because you get lost in that map almost because there's just so many floors.
Yeah. Like, what I would have enjoyed is the top level. Like, you can't access the elevator. Like, the elevator is locked until you're all the way done. And you start on that first level, you're given a task. Cool, you do something on that level. Then the door unlocks, and you can go down to the next level. Then you do something on that level. Then, door unlocks, you go down to the next level. And just like that kind of process would have been a lot more enjoyable than this, here's a huge map. Now I'm going to give you tasks. Because then it's more self-contained. Like, I know what to look for on this level. Whereas with Alice telling us, hey, go do this, I'm like, okay. And I just go wandering everywhere, wondering what the heck I'm supposed to be finding.
Well,
like there's freedom, but there's too much freedom.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a shame. What? To be fair, I don't think there's too much free. Because I could argue that with Skyrim is, when you get a lot of freedom, that's like a giant map and you can do whatever the heck you want. Like in Bendy, you can just explore. That's about it in this big map. But you're limited to only go and get these keys. So I don't think there is actually enough freedom in this to actually in a map that big.
Yeah. Well, I feel like if they want to do this system of, hey, go do this in order to progress, they like this map they should have just done level to level to level to level, rather than, hey, you found Alice, cool, now go to this, go do this. I mean, there might be a specific level for it, but just go do it.
Rather than give the whole thing at once, just give it in bits instead. Because you could have done that by going to different levels, yeah.
And then allow us to still backtrack like we can. But, like, again, give it to us in bite-sized pieces so that we can then, if we need to, explore the entirety.
And it doesn't become as repetitive because you're seeing a new part of the map.
Yeah.
Each time, so.
Yeah. So, with that, we're not very engaged this episode. We're both kind of tired, aren't we? So, I'm actually going to say that's pretty good on this late night rambles. Is there anything?
What did you say?
I think I'm gonna end this late night rambles a little early tonight. Is there anything that you wanted to add before we disembark from the internet?
I don't think so, other than obviously better luck next time to the Bendy and Ink creators. I still have faith that they'll make a pretty good story for Chapter 4. I just think they kind of got the wrong message for making the chapters longer. So hopefully I think they'll understand where we were coming from in this one, and they may make the fourth one longer but actually add more to it.
Yes, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Alright, so this has been another rendition of Late Night Rambles. I hope all of you enjoyed yourselves. And with that...
Thank you guys for watching.
Yes.
Pay attention, letter to come back home.